What's up with y'all whole ass niggas, man? We got a cooler reaction video today, man. It is called What It Is Like to Be an NFL Player. That's a crazy name. Could have made the NFL. And give y'all a quick story on Lil DK, right? Could have made the NFL, was a great athlete. Really all around 5-star athlete. Played all sports, baseball, football, basketball, soccer. My main sport was basketball. I went D1. I just declined to play at Texas Tech. I chose to continue my career in school. So I went to a smaller college, not gonna say the name. I chose to go to a community college. So at that community college, they had a football team. Joined the football team, took them to the Natty. I don't think we didn't win the Natty, but we got to the Natty. First time that team ever went to the Natty in a long time, so that was pretty huge in my career. Just a little short thing on me. But other than that, let's get into the video.
a.m. Not because you wanted to, not because you're one of those people who genuinely enjoys mornings, but because your body, this oversized, high-maintenance, extremely expensive piece of equipment that your entire career depends on, requires more maintenance than a form.
Do y'all think y'all could have made the NFL? Answer this question honestly. Like, don't be on. Be honest. Knowing what you know now about your life, whether no matter how old you are, 10, 12, 13, 14, 20, 40, knowing what you know about your life, if you would have put all your time and effort from when you was like, say, 3 years old, all your time and effort into football, this certain position, do you feel like you could have made it?
Formula One car.
You couldn't, by the
And
way.
just like a Formula One car, if you neglect it for even a few days, things start falling apart in ways that are both expensive and deeply embarrassing. So, you get up. You are an NFL player. You are one of roughly 1,700 people on Earth who currently hold that title. Out of 330 million Americans, out of 8 billion people on the planet, you made it. You are here. And your reward for making it
What's the
is that you
worst
have
team?
to
What's the worst NFL team to get drafted to?
wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning and eat 9,000 calories a day. This is your life as an NFL player.
No more vaping.
Let's rewind first, because the story doesn't start in the stadium. It starts years before that, in a conversation that changed everything. The NFL Draft. Your name gets called. 7 letters on a television screen. A phone call from a number you don't recognize that turns out to be a head coach. The moment you've been working
Hey, Johnny? This is, Snickerdoodle from the New York Jets. Beep.
towards since you were 8 years old, putting on a helmet that was 3 sizes too big in your backyard, pretending to be your favorite player while your mom told you to come inside for dinner. You cried. It's okay. Everyone cries. The ones who say they didn't cry are lying. And then, approximately 48 hours after the most emotional moment of your life, you sign a contract, a 4-year rookie deal, predetermined by a formula, non-negotiable. If you're a first-round pick, you're looking at somewhere between $13 and $43 million, depending on your slot. The number 1 overall pick in 2025 signed for $43 million, fully guaranteed. Fully guaranteed. Let that sit. If you got taken later in the draft, the numbers are smaller, a lot smaller. A 7th-round pick's rookie deal starts at around $4 million over 4 years.
Bro,
which
but
sounds
even
like
that is a buttload. That is an ass load of money, but guaranteed $4 million.
a lot, until you realize $4 million before taxes, agent fees, and the extended family members who suddenly remember they love you goes faster than you think. Your agent told you to be careful. Your financial advisor told you to be careful. Your mom told you to be careful. You are surrounded by people telling you to be careful, and also surrounded by people who will help you be less careful if you let them. You learn very quickly how to tell the difference. Now, let's talk about training camp, because nothing prepares you for training camp. Not college, not the combine, not the rookie minicamp in May where everyone is still being professional and polite and nobody is fully committed to hitting anyone yet. Training camp is where the reality of what you signed up for arrives in full force. You are practicing twice a day in the middle of summer. The heat is not a
Twice
background
a
detail.
day?
The
That's
heat
more
is a
than we did
main
in high
character.
school. Who
You are
the
running
fuck?
routes, hitting sleds, reviewing film, lifting weights, attending meetings, reviewing more film, eating 6,000 calories, and then reviewing film again every single day for weeks. And you are doing this while simultaneously fighting for your roster spot. Because here is the thing about the NFL that the highlight reels do not show you. There are 90 players in training camp. There are 53 spots on the active roster. That means 37 people who made it through the draft, through the combine, through the entire exhausting process of being good enough to get here. 37 of those people will be cut, released, sent home before the season even begins. You have watched
Damn.
grown men, professional athletes, people who have trained their entire lives for this. You have watched them get the call. The coach wants to see you. Bring your playbook. 3 words that mean it's over. You've seen what it looks like when someone hears those 3 words. You carry that image with you every practice.
I think
So,
that's what Stephon Diggs heard when he walked back into the locker room after the Super Bowl. Hey, Stephon, like I mean, soon as the fucking Super Bowl's over, he walks in, takes off his pad. Ah, good guy, good game, guys. We'll get him next year. Hey, Stephon, coach wants to talk to you, but what a coach. No, bring your playbook too, man. Get your cleats. Somebody clean this nigga locker out.
you practice like your career depends on it, because your career literally depends on it. Now, let's get into what an actual NFL week looks like during the season.
How
Because
does
from
he
the outside,
know? How do you know another life? How do you know? You fucking you're a Bob, dude. You're a little Bob. Stop. Get these. Bro, it's fucking flies, but I'm out of spaz, bro. It's fucking stick nigga.
it looks like you
don't
play
know?
on
You don't know
Sunday
NFL
and take
player?
the rest of the week off. This is one of the greatest misconceptions in American sports. You do not take the rest of the week off. Monday, you review Sunday's film, not highlight clips, full film, every play, every assignment, every mistake, analyzed by coaches who have been doing this for longer than you've been alive and who have opinions about your footwork that they're extremely willing to share. Monday is also when your body is at the worst after a game. Everything aches. Some things hurt in new and interesting ways, and you are
Yeah, because
basically
you've
walking
played.
around as a bruised human
Because
who
you've
has to
played, huh?
pretend they feel fine. Tuesday is the player's day off, your one genuine rest day. You sleep, you do recovery work, you might see your family if you have one. You are asleep by 9 p.m. like a 30-year-old man who has fully accepted what his life has become. Wednesday is the
Bro, he's
heaviest
acting
practice.
like it's so horrible, bro. If y'all want to go to the NFL, don't listen to this Billy Bob, bro. He's a Billy Bob. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm finna call him a racial slur. He's a clanker. I'm sorry, but he's a clanker. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about, bro. Get to the NFL, bro. Life is green. You get all the thick booty bitches. You get all the money. You get all the clout, bro. You get all the aura, bro. You good. Go to the NFL.
This day of the week. Full pads, full contact. The game
What the
plan for the
fuck
next
does he have on? What the fuck? What the fuck does this nigga have on? This what I mean. This clanker doesn't know what he's talking about. Why do they look like they finna fight? Why don't he got pads on and why does he have fucking sword fighting gear on, bro? This is pissing me
next
off, bro.
opponent is installed. You are learning an entirely new set of adjustments while your body is still recovering from the previous Sunday. Your brain is full, your legs are tired, you go anyway. Thursday is a lighter practice. The coordinators adjust the plan based on what they saw on Wednesday. More film, more meetings, more protein. Friday is walkthrough. Technically lighter, still a full day when you count the meetings and the treatment and the film session that somehow gets added at the end. Saturday is either a travel day if you're on the road or a brief walkthrough and team meeting if you're at home. You are in the hotel or facility by 8 p.m. Team rules. Sunday, you play football. And then, Monday, you do it again. This is your week for 17 weeks minimum, possibly more if you make the playoffs. Every single week, no deviation, no sleeping in,
Bro,
no
I
skipping
don't.
a film session
Bro,
because
I
you're
think
tired.
he's
The
cat.
schedule.
Like, okay, first off, this is your life of you're one of the greats. Because every NFL player, bro, 7th round pick, that's who he was talking about earlier. They're not staying up late. They're not doing this bullshit.
schedule is the schedule, and the schedule
I
does
mean, they're
not
not going
care
to sleep
about your
early and
feelings.
shit like that.
Now,
I'm
let's
not
talk
talking
about the
about shut up,
physical
dog.
reality, because people see NFL players on television and they see large athletic humans doing large athletic human things. What they do not see is what those large athletic humans are doing to maintain their bodies in a league where the average career lasts 3.3 years. 3.3
Is that
years.
really the average NFL career? But that's all you need, bruh. Cause like you work your whole ass off to get there. Say you get a 3-year contract, not 72, probably like $11 million, bro. I'm good. In 3 years, I made 11 million, bro. I gotta do something now. It's my time to flip this, start a business. Ooh, bars. But now it's my time to do something, bro. You feel me?
That is the average NFL career, 3 years. For context, the average NBA career is 4.5 years. Baseball is 5.5. The NFL takes more from your body faster than any other major sport, and it gives you less time to earn from it in return. Your nutritionist has you eating between 4,000 and 9,000 calories a day, depending on your position and the time of year. J.J. Watt ate 9,000 calories during his peak training. For a full year, he tracked every single calorie he consumed. 9,000 calories is not fun food. 9,000 calories is chicken, rice, sweet potatoes, protein shakes, fish, eggs, and more protein shakes. Your
I'm just
body
not
is a
doing it.
machine, and machines require very specific fuel, and that fuel is not the Popeyes that you drove by on the way to the facility this morning and that you are still thinking about. You also sleep with technology attached to you. Recovery rings, sleep
Every
trackers,
NFL player
oxygen
doesn't
monitors.
do that
Your
though,
sleep
bruh.
data
He's
is
lying.
reviewed by the performance staff. Someone is literally studying how well you slept and then telling your coaches about it. Privacy in the NFL is a very loose concept. The ice
Because you've
bath
been
is
there, so you
mandatory.
know.
The cold plunge, the compression therapy, the soft tissue work, the stretching protocols. You spend as much time recovering from football as you do playing it, some weeks more.
No,
And
you
then
don't. How
there
do
are the
you know?
injuries.
Once again,
This is the part of the conversation that the NFL would prefer happened quietly.
injuries are so bad in
Concussions,
football,
torn
bro.
ACLs, broken bones, the kind of physical damage that accumulates over a career and shows up in the years afterwards in ways that players are only recently beginning to talk about publicly. Dak Prescott talked about his mental health struggles openly. Jordan Poyer talked about it. A growing number of players are acknowledging that the psychological toll of this career, the anxiety, the identity questions, the pressure, the constant threat of being cut or injured or replaced is just as real as the physical one. 82% of NFL players used at least one mental wellness resource in 2024, up from 40% just 3 years ago. That shift is significant. That shift means the locker room is finally having conversations it wasn't having before, but it also means the conversations were overdue. Now let's get into the money, because everyone wants to know about the
I'll
money.
say that. Let's talk
The
about
money
all
is
about
real.
the
The
money.
money is also complicated. The NFL generated $23 billion in revenue in 2024. $23 billion, and the players get roughly half of that through the collective bargaining agreement. On paper, this sounds great. In practice, the NFL is the only major American professional sport where most contracts are not fully guaranteed. Unlike the NBA, where a signed contract means you get paid no matter what, an NFL contract can be restructured, voided, or released at any time. Your
But it's
$30
not
million
like
deal
that.
is real.
It actually can't be voided or reconstructed at any time, bro. They have deadlines so where you can void, reconstruct certain things. That's why the Baltimore Ravens voided the Max Crosby trade so fucking fast because they're dumb bitches and they know the rules. This Billy Bob Clanker doesn't know the rules, kid.
Until the day the team decides it isn't.
Just playing.
Star quarterbacks are making $40 to $50 million a year on their second contracts. That number is real for a very small number of people at a very specific position. For everyone else, the math looks different. The average NFL salary in 2024 was around $3 million a year. That sounds like generational wealth, but the average
is.
career lasts 3.3 years. which means the average NFL player earns roughly $10 million total in their career before taxes, before the agent takes their 3 to 5%, before financial advisors, before the lifestyle inflation that happens when 22-year-olds suddenly have more money than anyone in their family has ever seen, before the extended family members who appear from nowhere, and the friends who need things, and the businesses that seem like good ideas at the time. 15% of NFL players file for bankruptcy within 12 years of retirement. That number used to be cited.
Crazy. Why do y'all think that is, though? Why is that? $10 million to, well, after taxes, say you career earnings, at the end of your career, you got $5 million left, bruh. How can you not make some shit shade, bruh? Like, bro, put $2 million on black, $2 million on red. Close your eyes and pray you ain't dead, my boy.
Is 78%, but more recent analysis puts it closer to 15, which is still alarming, which still means that a significant portion of the people who made it to the highest level of American football, who earned millions of dollars, end up financially struggling within a decade of their last game. Nobody talks about this part in the highlight reels. You do your financial planning seriously, not because you think you'll be one of those statistics, but because you've watched people you respect become those statistics, and you decided early that your career was going to fund your life, not just your 20s. But here is the other side of the coin that often gets lost in the brutal honesty. The NFL's benefits package is the best of any private employer in America. The 401k match is 200%. Most companies match somewhere between 0 and 100. Your health care is comprehensive. Your tuition assistance, after a career with 5 credited seasons, gets you up to $85,000 a year in reimbursements for school. The severance pay, the pension that kicks in at 55, the disability coverage, the infrastructure around what happens after football is genuinely good, and it keeps getting better. The league is also 32 separate organizations run by 32 different ownership groups, each with their own culture, their own coaching staff, their own way of doing things. Playing for a well-run organization with great coaching feels completely different from playing for a dysfunctional one, and you don't always get to choose which one drafts you. You play in stadiums in front of 70,000 people who know your name and scream it and wear your number on their back. You play in stadiums in front of 70,000 people who boo you when you make a mistake, and you have to stand there and take it and line up for the next play, because the next play is the only thing that matters. The scoreboard doesn't know about your knee. The opponent doesn't know about your mental health appointment on Tuesday. The crowd doesn't know about the deal you renegotiated, or the friend you had to distance yourself from, or the family thing you missed because the team was traveling. They just see the play. And that is actually the free part of it. Because for 60 minutes on Sunday, everything that isn't football disappears. The noise, the doubt, the complexity of being a professional athlete in a world that sees you as a product and a person simultaneously, all of it goes quiet. There is the field and your teammates and the game.
That's actually kind of fucked up, bro. Like, these niggas are like midday slaves, kind of, bro. Hear me out. NFL player, NBA players, kind of midday slaves, bro. You can sell them niggas. What the fuck? You can make them do what you want. They don't do what you want. They don't follow your program and your plantation rules. You can trade them niggas for a different
moment and nothing else. That feeling is why you got up at 5 in the morning. That feeling is why you ate the 9,000 calories and did the film session and held on through training camp and kept going through the week that felt like it would break you. You are one of 1,700 people on Earth who know what...
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Try your eggs, that ain't funny. But, man, great video by Billy Bob, man. He doesn't know what it's like to be an NFL player, so I don't know how he could explain that. But, man, beautiful Billy Bob video. Appreciate y'all boys for watching. Long live Chris Free Nut, man. Keep God first, keep your head up, man.